From secret hidden rooms to weird and eerie sounds, this list shows exactly how creepy, mysterious, and sometimes haunted old basements really are. Number 12. Basements are where hidden secrets are kept in the dark, old memories and keepsakes of things that are too scary for the surface and would get you some strange looks. Basements often serve as a place for troubled minds to explore the scariest facets of the human imagination. A YouTuber named Jonathan Wickholm goes exploring the basement of his girlfriend's apartment building because it's creepy and old, and he suspects scary stuff is down there. He's not wrong.
So James agreed. The moment you walk in this room, it's creepy. It makes no sense. Over by James, there's a random stool and a microwave that, is it plugged in? No. Okay, so it gets weirder.
In the center of the room is a large cedarwood box. On the outside is a door that unlocks only from the outside. Sticking out the top of the mysterious, nondescript box is a pipe for giving someone air, and when he opens it,
this is what it is. It is a small room with chairs, nothing else.
He finds a small hidden room where someone can be kept secret down here without anyone going down to find them for a long time. What was being kept down here? I fear I already know the answer.
James, look at this. James, look at this. There's scratch marks. There are legit scratch marks. There are f***ing scratch marks.
Drilled into the ceiling of the secret prison place are holes that look like they were put there for further ventilation. Before we go any further, I want to talk about this video's sponsor. Everyone knows Raid Shadow Legends by now, but did you know it's Raid's 2nd anniversary? And in just those 2 years, it's become the #1 RPG in the US, with over 1 million players every day, and a massive community online, and they've supported a ton of content creators in the process. Since it's their anniversary, they're doing some cool things to thank their players. They've got 6 straight weeks of anniversary events and tournaments, running from March 1st all the way through to the middle of April. All of them with insane prizes to win. The thing I enjoy the most about this game is the art styles showcased throughout the RPG. Also, it's got very solid graphics for a mobile game. So what are you waiting for? There's never been a better time to start playing. If you want to get a huge head start in Raid, all you have to do is hit the link in the description, and you'll get your free epic champion, Jotun, who is amazing for the Doom Tower, 100k silver, 50 gems, and the 3 ancient shards. All this will be waiting for you in the inbox here, so you can summon awesome champions as soon as you get in-game. Slashed across these holes are marks that do resemble human nails raking themselves across the surface again and again.
So that the fresh air could still come in, but you couldn't get your hand up there. You can reach out and signal to people. Right there.
Let's recap. Thus far, he's found a box that could be meant for holding people. Outside of this box is a stool where someone could sit down and enjoy listening to their helpless screaming and scratching sounds for hours until it was mealtime, at which point they were presumably served some microwaved food to keep them alive for another day in the basement. Oh, and one more scary thing. The scariest thing of all, as a matter of fact. If you're wondering what eventually became of the people held in the basement, it becomes clear when he comes across an old contraption that's had plenty of use over the years.
It's actually an old incinerator.
I guess when they were finished, they were let out of the box and loaded into the incinerator.
There's the ash down there, ash down there.
He makes a comment about finding ash at the bottom. I suppose the scary thing has been fired up in recent use. There's way too many scary things to find in this basement to not think something is up. Maybe it's time to help his girlfriend find a new apartment. Number 11. Klaus finds something in his basement that's so scary. He has set up multiple cameras in his basement to try and capture it on camera. All he finds is this extra creepy layer of skin dried up against the wall. Listening to the sound the skin makes when touched is enough to make me want to peel out of my own.
What in the world?
He says it's juvenile, and I'd say that's a safe bet since it can't be finished growing if it is still shedding its skin from time to time.
Ladies and gentlemen, that right there is a big snake. And it's somewhere in my basement.
You can see where the snake used the grooves between two stones to rub off its old skin and emerge even bigger than before. A Google search reveals snakes will come into the basement through basement cracks and even through drains if you have any plumbing hooked up down there. Once they're in, the only way to get them to leave is to remove them by hand or call for help. The description says it's over 3 feet long. Assuming he measured accurately, I'd say it's time to leave this one up to the pros. Number 10. A ghost in the basement of a construction site terrifies workers so much they try to avoid going down into the creepy place altogether. But one day, after all of their power tools mysteriously fail at the same time, a worker has gone exploring the haunted basement to reset the breakers. Like I said, the ghost terrifies the other workers too much to go down there with him. He does not feel safe, so to make himself feel better, he makes a video. It sounds like a good idea, except what he's caught on that video now haunts him forever. Let's run that back. He passes 2 dark and seemingly empty rooms in a long, narrow passage. In the second room, there looks to be something scary in the basement. A ghostly gray figure appears to pull itself across the cold concrete floor. He hears shuffling from behind. He doesn't see the ghost and keeps exploring the catacomb-like maze for the circuit box, which is buried in one of these dark rooms. Something in the darkness startles him moments before a strange and mysterious light spills into the hall. When the scared construction reaches the room, he finds it is devoid of all light and the paranormal feeling is twice as strong. His reaction? Run out of the dark hallway like crazy and upload the creepy video on YouTube. He later says he was terrified to learn other workers had seen a similar flash of light after going down there and getting this strange and mysterious shape. This video from December 13th, 2019 is the only upload on his channel. No further updates on the creepy place. It looks like someone made a new account to anonymously share their scary basement video for us all to see and then probably quit on the spot by running for their lives. Number 9. A video of what could be someone's last moments gives me a terrible sinking reaction because it looks so real, and I'm sure I can't be the only one to think her scared response sounds legit. She is banging on a door and screaming for help, but her cries only bounce off the bare basement walls back into her ears. No one is here to save this poor individual from this small room. She is losing her mind and either truly cannot leave, or else is one of the best actresses in the world. The fact that someone appears to have placed a camera directly facing the door makes it seem like one sick person is in control over her fate, maybe even a twisted group of people. I can't think about it for too long because it makes me feel ill, but I can't help but suspect this small clip is part of a much larger series. I'm including this scary video in the hopes that someone can identify where it's from and put my mind at ease, because I can't stop hearing those poor screams every time I close my eyes. Number 8.
And there is literally sounds coming in my basement right now, and it's freaking me out. Kids are upstairs asleep, and I'm gonna go down and check right now. This is freaky right now because I rarely go in my basement. It's an unfinished basement.
A YouTuber named An Everyday Canadian has been afraid of his basement ever since he recorded an incident that he cannot explain.
Oh. What the f*** is that sound?
Fear grips his throat, but he knows what he must do. He'll never know what's causing the scary noises if his only reaction is to stand in the doorway. He knows he will be going down the stairs into the basement where a scary thing is waiting to be found.
Like, I don't even want to go down there. Dark. Hold on, guys. Let me just get my light on here quick. This is freaking me out.
He thought the only thing scarier than going down there would be not knowing what it was. He was wrong.
I hate basements. My laundry machine just stopped. It's just me in the basement. What the f*** was that? What the
Sometimes the source of a weird noise in your house is scarier than you can imagine. Sometimes going down in your basement results in witnessing paranormal activity that you wish you could erase from your camera and from your mind. And sometimes it's a toy on a string. Number 7. The old Baraboo Inn is over 150 years old and one of the most haunted places in the state of Wisconsin. The building was abandoned from 1988 to 2002, 14 years total, and when they reopened, they were surprised by the ghost of a man in the basement. A paranormal investigator named Sarah stands at the top of the steps to communicate with the ghost in the basement. Soon, paranormal activity is setting off, both their music box and motion detecting equipment. It seems a phantom figure has come to haunt them all. Soon after, they are trying to figure out more mysterious things. Captured on video is something strange standing in front of the speakers. A ghostly figure appears to have climbed out of the dark basement to dance in front of the large speakers.
That's definitely not picking up on the speaker. Something's there? Let me see. Oh yeah, there's a figure there.
You got a good one.
We got 2 pieces of solid evidence right now.
Creepy things continue when the ghost is later caught hiding in the basement. As it turns out, this basement has a dark secret I've never before told you. Down here was the spot for a man who would wrap his hands around innocent women's necks. Someone too dangerous for this world who did not live for long, because he caused others great suffering whenever he found the chance, and now the ghost has its sightings set on them. One of the ghost hunters is too busy paying attention to his paranormal meter to notice Sarah can no longer breathe. Check out these strange and mysterious unexplained moments caught on camera for yourself.
Mind if I do a flag? You okay, sir?
Okay.
Okay, come on. This is not cool. You want to get outside?
Sarah is overwhelmed with fear and is blacked out at this point.
Battery's running low on her.
Later, she reports feeling two hands wrap around her neck and tightly squeeze, much like the man who haunts this restaurant is said to do. She is escorted out of the haunted building by two other investigators who are trying not to panic. It seems the spirit has made its point, and the remaining ghost hunters don't stay to see what devious paranormal activity it has planned for them next. This investigation, which I think looks real, is now over.